What's the biggest life lesson you've learned so far?
You you ti maybe it's a bit like what we talked about the other day, time only happens once, one of the ideas of fake news, especially with the bank robberies, is it better to regret something you have done or something you haven't?
Ooh.
You can only spend your time or spend. I mean, some people might spend money. I don't want to sound capitalist in a way, but you can only do your time once. So, do you go to that gig and then have to, put it on your credit card, or do you not, and then plan for the future, or do you always think about tomorrow, or is it today? You know, um, that's there's no right or wrong answer with that. That's always like the delicate, the balance. I mean, I once paid money to go and see the Rolling Stones, and I tried to forget exactly how much I paid for that ticket. But the Rolling Stones might not be around forever, and and so I reasoned it to myself that I could walk to Old Trafford from my house and not spend any money on food or drink. So, which I did buy a cider, but what I mean. We're all on this ride. This You only get 50 summers. That's a piece of advice I heard somebody say. We only have 50 summers on average that we get to decide what we're going to do. Because until we're about 18, our parents in theory can stop us. And then once we get to a certain other age, are you still able to do that? So if you want to make films in those 50 summers, or you want to mountain bike, or you want to try and play music festivals, whatever, I don't know. Do what feels good and try and not harm anybody else or harm anybody else's feelings in that time. And, try and be positive and try and help people on the way and be encouraging to people and, you know, be nice. I know in other countries, when I go abroad, people think the word nice is a lot better. Whereas here, I think sometimes when people say nice, they think, oh, nice. Well, when you go to like Scandinavia somewhere and they go, oh, that's nice. I don't know if it's the translation the way they've learned it, but I think they think it's like a lot better way to be. Nice, that's a good thing. As whereas maybe over here we're all a little bit too like hustly or a bit like well, not hustly, but you know what I mean? It's like, oh, people are a bit down on that idea. But I think people can do good things with encouraging and helping other people, and it doesn't always have to be like rat race or that type of thing. So, but yeah, try and enjoy your time on this planet and, you know, enjoy it maybe with other people or on your own, get involved, get involved in whatever you're interested in.
Some food for
Tell
thought there.
stories, tell stories
Thank you
if
very
you want
much
to.
for sharing.